you tired of feeling tired? Are you just like, what the heck happened to my life? Why am I stuck doing this? Why are things not working out for me? Well, welcome. Welcome to today's episode. I am your host, Erika Yacelis, and I'm super excited to be talking about this topic simply because I am living through it. Literally, these are the same questions I'm currently asking myself, and it's just like, what am I doing? Why do I feel like I'm stuck? Why do I feel like I'm not living to my full potential, right? Like, why are these things happening? Why, out of all of a sudden, things just changed? And it's like, because I stopped working on myself. I stopped keeping myself accountable. And how do we do all these things? How do we get to bloom into becoming the person that we so wish to be? You know, how can we do that? And I wrote down 4 simple steps that I'm just like, I've been taking action towards, and I'm hoping that it would like transform my life, because in the past it did do that. I've caught myself talking about the past version of myself for so much. Like, recently I'm just like, oh my god, I remember when I used to wake up at 4 a.m. and go work out. I remember when all I did was like journal and meditate and like drink water, ha ha ha, and I was like this healthy girl era. Like, it was just like the best era of my life, and I just been romanticizing about it. I've been romanticizing about being that person, being that girl again. And it's just like, what happened? What changed? And sometimes we give ourselves this goal, right? And we're like, I'm going to become this version of myself. You become that person. And then sometimes you have to fall back a little bit to remind yourself why you even started that journey in the first place, right? And here we are. So thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and listen. Every Thursday is going to be an episode being released, and I'm super, super, super nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. So thank you for tuning in. So we're just going to go straight to the first thing, the first step to do, and it's clean out your closet, clean out your car, clean out your work desk. Just clean, throw things out, make sure to get rid of things that you're not longer using. Sometimes we hold on to things, oh, just por si acaso, you know, I might use this later, or I might use this later, or oh, what if I need this like in 2 months, and you never end up using it. Take those things away, throw them away, donate them, give them away to your friends, family. It doesn't matter. Just take them out of your space, because one of the things is that when you have clutter somewhere in your life, like physical clutter is somewhere in your life, even if it's just like a kitchen drawer that you have like all these random stuff, that drawer right there, it's something in your mind, like that's clutter as well. So keep in mind, I had my kitchen drawer, my closet, my car, and like my work desk. All of the 4 things in my life were like huge chunks in different parts of my brain that I'm like storing all these negative thoughts, negative emotions. And having these things being stored is not allowing new ideas, new beginnings, new things to come into my life, refreshing things. And learning to let go of all things will allow you to embrace the new things coming in, the new blessings, the great things of life, you know? Like, I feel like the unknown is so beautiful, especially when you know that what you're putting out is beautiful things, you know? So it's like, get rid of those things. You're not using that shirt anymore. You haven't used it in 3 years. Get rid of it. I know you love that you have some type of emotional attachment, and I don't know if you guys have seen this Mary Khan, I can't say her name, but on Netflix, literally, like, every time you're gonna let go of a item that you have some emotional attachment, just kiss it, give it thanks, and get rid of it, because you need to just let go of those things. Once you let go of all those things, beautiful things will start coming in. And I'm telling you, because I did this so many different times, and for a while I've just been stuck in this phase where it's just like, no, I don't want to get rid of anything. Like, I'm getting rid of everything and I'm tired of it. Like, I just want to stay with what I have. And it's like, no, you got to continue to push through, make space for the great things that life has stored for you. I'm telling you, once you get rid of that, one thing that you're holding on to, you're gonna see how your life is gonna completely change. Like, you're gonna start receiving things from different places that you never even thought that would be possible, you know? And then I wrote down number two. Woo! Number two is 300 blessings. I saw this video and it talked about writing 300 things that you would want as a gift from God, right? And I was like, oh my God, 300 things? That's like impossible. Like, how can I think of 300 things? But I understood the assignment. And instead of saying the 300 gifts from God, I'm calling it 300 blessings, because anything that comes from Him is a blessing, is a true blessing. And I wrote down, like, I started really simple, like, oh, like, eventually, like, own a home, buy myself an SUV, like little things that are kind of like under the material aspect of life. But then as I started like digging more into what kind of blessings would I want out of life, it turned into very emotional aspect of it. Like, what kind of things would I want to feel, right? I don't want to just wake up and go to work and do all these things. I want to wake up in gratitude. I want to wake up with excitement. I want to wake up in gratitude. Like, those, like, digging deeper than the physical aspect of things, right? And although I didn't get to 300, I got to, I think, like 120. I think that's what I got. But then I'm telling myself that I'm still needing to reach the 300 goal. So as I'm like thinking about things and I'm getting into that mindset of like, what kind of blessings would I want to attract into my life? I'll just like think of like a couple and then write them down. And that's how I got to 120. I just did this exercise last night and I'm not gonna lie, it gets me so excited to want to live life, to explore life, to, you know, stop victimizing my life. That's like, oh my God, my life is turning into this and that. And instead of just like asking myself, like, why am I here? No, I'm like, listen, wake up. It's time for you to, like, what is it? Put your little shoes on, tie the knot, and walk. It's time to walk. So that's number two. And then number three is create a vision board. Creating a vision board has been, it's so crazy because I created a vision board for the first time about 4-5 years ago. And I remember I put all these things in my vision board, things that I didn't even believe, right? Things that I was like, you know, I would want to experience these things. I would want to see this, you know? And what I realized is that although those things that I put in my vision board 5 years ago, they're all happening right now in my life. And it's just like a great, beautiful reminder that's like, there's so much to life to explore. There's so many things in life that you may possibly believe like, this will never happen to me. Like, I would never be capable of doing this, of doing that. And once you're able to tap into that possibility of like exploring more than the unknown, it's like, whoa. Like, there's so many beautiful things. I remember this was like probably 4 years ago. I've been dying to go to the Philippines. I don't know why, but I'm like, the Philippines have been like the biggest thing that I want to experience, right? And I had put in my vision board, and I didn't put the Philippines or anything like I didn't put the Philippines like the flag. I just put a picture of a girl. She's on the tip of a boat. She's like, you can only see the tip of the boat, her back, and then you can see like this beautiful water scenery with like mountains. It was so beautiful. It was like, wow, amazing, breathtaking. I was just like, wow. And then I remember last year for Christmas time frame, I went over to Europe, and then I went to Malta, which if you guys have not been to Malta, I'm just gonna tell you, this is like the most beautiful hidden gem that there is. Malta needs to be like, you need to experience this beautiful island. So I just went with my friend. We're just like, okay, we're gonna do this tour. We did a tour, and then in that tour they were like, hey, if you want to get on the boat, you guys can get on a boat. It's like a little boat, and then you can go around like the mountains and stuff. And we're just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, it looked really beautiful, but we're just like, okay, whatever. We get on the boat, and then we go under some caves. Like, we go inside the caves with the little boat, and then we come out, and then we're coming in and coming out, different little ones. One of the times that we went in and then we went out, I remember just like coming out of the cave because it was like super dark, and then it goes into light. And I remember like coming out, and like as soon as we're coming out, like tears were coming down my face. Like, I was just like tearing, and I couldn't hold them. It was like tears of like gratitude, and it was just such a blessing because that right there, that was what that's what I had in my vision board. That's what I had been envisioning for so long. And who would have thought that, although I was in the Philippines, I went to this island that I didn't even know existed, just to be quite honest, because geographically I'm not like the best person out there to know like where's what. And like, I'm learning to be more like open into like learning about geographic things. But at this time, that when I was like, oh, the Philippines, I was just so stuck in the Philippines. And then I realized that although it was in the Philippines that I got to experience, I still got to experience that exact moment. I was literally me and my friend were like the two people in the front of the little boat. It's like a little tiny boat. And then we were the first two. So all I see was the tip of the boat and the beautiful scenery. And I was just like, wow, this is exactly what was on my vision board. And in that moment, I felt like I felt like a blessing from God. Like, it was like, here's my gift to you. You've been wanting this, and you have the blessing to experience this right now. And I was just like, oh my God. And I remember like, I didn't even do an ugly face cry, because it was like the tears was just coming down on its own. And I was just like, wow, what a blessing to be able to experience that. And for, I would say, this 2023, I decided to take my vision board out because I was just like, oh, like, it's not aesthetically pleasing to my bedroom and all that. And I was just like, oh, I don't have the space for it. And then I remembered that vision board, how it actually impacted my life. And I'm just like, you know what? We need to take this vision board out again. And we're going to put our new goals in there. And I was doing that. I was like cutting the little pictures. There's people that do the vision boards like on their phone. And I like love that. I love having that on my phone. But I find it more fascinating to actually have a physical one, because as you're cutting it, you're literally envisioning what you're wanting to experience through that image. And you're literally putting all that energy and thought into every single picture that you're cutting out. And as you're putting them on your little board, and just putting it all together creates such a more intense feeling for you, So, but even if you want to do it just on your phone, like a little collage, and do it on your lock screen, like that works as well. I love those too, but I'm just like in love with the process of creating a vision board and actually like marinating into it. I just literally love the vision board. And that leaves us with our fourth and final thing, which I'm super excited for, which is give yourself some grace. This one is truly important, because when we think that we want to make change and we want to make progress, we're so hard on ourselves. Like, we're constantly like, I need to be better, I need to do this, like today I didn't give it 100 and I suck for it. And the next day you kind of feel bad because the day before you didn't give yourself enough grace. And it just creates a loophole. And it creates a loophole. And then again, and then you fall again. And you're gonna fall eventually. And it's okay to fall as long as you understand that it's okay. Like, you tell yourself, hey, today it wasn't my best day, but I have tomorrow. And tomorrow I have all the power to create a new day and a new environment for myself, for my sanity, for the people I love, for my future version. And always remind yourself why you're doing this in the first place. Why are you even wanting to change your life in the first place? Why are you so tired of being tired? What's causing you to have this internal friction, right? Think about those things and remember that in the days that you're not being 100 to yourself, think about those things that are causing you to feel the way that you are. And remind yourself, this is why I'm doing it. You know, today I ended up gossiping, right? I gossiped today. Why did I decide not to gossip? Because I don't want to attract negative people into my life. I want to attract people that are full of love, full of life, full of God, you know? I want those people in my life. So if I want that, then why should I engage in any gossip, right? Why I ended up cursing. Oh, I said this because it hurt. Why? You know, it hurt. But don't I have more resilience to be able to just say, hey, like, I'm not going to curse, right? Like, asking yourself questions like, why did I do that? Okay, it hurt. But then I know that tomorrow, if I get hurt again, I know how to come about it instead of saying, oh, F this. Or if it hurt, you know, holding yourself from those moments. But it's fine because there's going to be times that you're going to relapse, you're going to fall, you're going to doubt yourself. Those are so natural to happen. We're all human. We have those internal conflicts. It's so natural. But giving yourself the grace is the most important thing during this entire process. Because if you want to make a change, you have to understand that change does not come easy. But if you're willing to work through it, all the change is going to be possible. Thank you for those that stayed listening. I'm super excited to be sharing this 4 little tricks that I've been implementing into my life to make a drastic change. As I'm giving myself some grace. I am extremely blessed to be able to speak with you guys today and share these thoughts with you. Keep in touch with me. Let me know in the comments if you guys feel like there might be something else that could be implemented or that you're implementing into your life that you're like, this is truly what changed my life. I want to hear all about it. For those that are watching, I don't know if you saw my dog. My dog has been sitting on my lap this whole time. Here's Lucky. Say hi, Lucky. Say hi to the camera. Yeah. His heart is pounding. He's probably like, leave me alone, Mom. I want a nap. But yeah, stay tuned. Every Thursday we're gonna drop an episode. Lucky and I are gonna be super excited to be sharing some content with you. As you can see, this is a journey of my life and I'm super excited to be sharing with you guys. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Bye.